Okay. Hi. I'm gonna do a little tutorial on how to upscale things. So, yeah. Right. I'm only gonna do a top. I'm just gonna do a top. Let me just clear this off real quick because I was doing something before. Right. Okay. Anyway. Right. So I'm gonna export this because I haven't got it on my text tools. So you want to go to text tools, and you want to import this mod that you just downloaded or wherever you're doing with it. I think it's in my pro number folder. Right. Moogle something mayhem. I think it was Moogle mayhem. Yeah. Okay. Woman. Okay. Where is this on? So this is on Moogle mayhem. Summer indigo shirt. Okay, so you want to find where it is that what body it's on, and see here. This is your mod. So then you want to go to save as, but you want to click down on this little arrow here, and you want to save it as an FBX, and you want to go to upscales and make a new folder. Sorry, if you don't have an upscales folder, then just make any folder, whatever you want to put your upscales. But I have an upscales folder, but if you don't, then it doesn't matter. But put them in any folder you want to put it in. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. I'm just gonna name it Moogle just so I can remember where it is. Okay. So I've got this. Oh, it's just a. Whoa. Sorry about that. Right. Anyway. Okay. So now that you have your FBX, you want to go to your Blender. I'm just gonna hide the skeleton for now. But you would make sure when you're exporting to unhide it. Anyway, so this is your body. You can, on the dev kit, you can change anything. You just change all the sizes, medium, small, medium, large, whatever you want to do. However you want your body. For me, I'm doing Rue small because that's me. I like Rue small. So I always do squeeze as well. You can do squeeze, you can do nip knobs, you can do soft nips, you can do lots of things with the dev kit. So now you have your body and you've fixed all your things you want on the dev kit. So then you want to make a new collection. Sorry, excuse all my other collections. Get your new collection, import mod, import your FBX. So you want to go to the folder that you just made or whatever, however you did it. And Moogle. You want to open it as a top. It's a top, so there you have it. There's your top in Blender. So you wanna, first thing you wanna do is hide the end root because you don't need that. Don't delete it, but hide it. You can, or I don't even know if you can delete it because I'm still new, but I'm just doing a quick little tutorial. So this only has, wait, it has 1, 2, and that doesn't have anything on it, so I'm just deleting it. Right. Wait, what the fuck? Was it bra? Huh? Wait. Oh, I never realized there was a bra under there because I thought it was just a top. Okay, that's fair, I guess. Oh, so the arms are all separate as well. I see. Okay. Don't worry. Not to that. So you have your FBX. I'm gonna be using multi-sculpt because I didn't realize this is gonna be all separate pieces, but that's fine. We can all get multi-sculpt. But so you have your thing connected. So you just want to resize it. So depending on how bad the clipping is when you import it in, for the most part you want to be using grab tool, because draw tool draws it out way too much, like way too much. But for Rue butt in, like, it always clips because it's bigger. So you need to give it a lot more room down there for it to, you know, not clip. And because I use I'm gonna use draw tool just for, you want to make sure if you do use draw tool to be really zoomed in, otherwise it's gonna like break everything. So like it could, like if you do this, it does like the whole like thing. So you just want to be zoomed right in, and you want to make the strength like not 1000% like it was, like it is on default, otherwise you're gonna have fun with that. See, that's what I mean. Like if it's only like a little tiny piece, you want to make sure that you're like really zoomed in, otherwise it just breaks it and pulls it out from the other side. But if you're smart, if it's a top like this, it's basically, it'll be symmetrical. So you can use, if you go down here, this is a mirror. So then if you do x-axis, this is the main one that you're going to be using because you're on the x-axis. So it will do what you're doing on the left side for the right side, or left side or the right side for the left side. So yeah, it'll do everything mirrored, but for now, because I've already done it without the mirror, I'll just do it without it because I've already fucked it up. So yeah, so you just get all your clipping fixed. Oh, a little bit of clipping there on the back. Right, so you get all your clipping fixed. I know this is probably gonna clip at the bottom, but I will just, for now, I'll just pretend like it's not gonna clip. So because I just know for a fact that the top might clip. So what you want to do now, I like to not weight everything before I go back into game, because if you weight it before and it doesn't weight properly, you're fucked. Sorry, but yeah. So once you've done that, you want to go down to your modifiers, and you want to go to your armature, and you want to make sure that it's not on an end root. You want to make sure that it's on skeleton only. So every piece that is on your mesh, you want it to be on the skeleton, so that when you put it into game, it will not be like next to your character, it'll be on your character. Because if you don't do skeleton, it'll just be not on your, and it'll just say invalid skin, and then it'll be wrong. And text tools will tell you if you've missed something by saying this piece has invalid skin, so that will mean that you don't have the skeleton. So then when you port it, it will be on the skeleton. So then you want to make sure that the skeleton is visible, because the settings that you want when you export it, I'm not doing it this way, but just for the settings, because you want to make sure that the settings on this bit are right. So you want to make sure that on include, it's limited to included to limited objects. I couldn't speak. Losing my voice. I'm losing my English. I'm losing it. Okay, so transforms don't change. So then you want to go to armature, and you want to make sure that leaf bones is off, and then for animation, that one is off as well. And okay, and then you want to go to devkit. You want to just select whatever. You don't need to select any of these, because only these bits are for the batch export, so that you can export the body. But we're not doing that. We're just doing a simple export. So for Yas, so Giggle, you want to make sure that all of these are enabled. Genitalia is for, like, you know, not safe for work stuff. Yeah, you don't need those unless you're wanting, it's a not safe for work mod, and you need those to jiggle, so that's what you need that for. And then obviously legs would be the bum, and you want to make sure that it's on the mannequin, because when you're weighting anything, because I'm not going to weight anything for now, but when you're weighting stuff, you want to do it to the mannequin. I can't actually say why that is, but I'm pretty sure the mannequin's basically the skeleton, but yeah, anyway. So now we have our mod, we have it all with this skin, we have it with the skeleton, everything. So then you want to go to you want to change, because it'll come up, usually it'll come up with like a test thing, but it won't actually be a folder, so you want to make sure to select folder and the folder that you want to use, and then just change the name to test1 or whatever you want to change it to. When I am upscaling, I always do like make it named test so that I know which one I'm picking. So then we export this now. While that's exporting in game, you wanna have your upscale, right? You wanna have your thing enabled, but I don't know how you're gonna do this. So if you're not doing it for your penumbra, then this will not apply to you. But if you are, oh hang on, I'm on default. Oops, right. Because if you are, then you'll need these. You'll need your folder of scales. So I think it was on. Was it on Hempen? No, what was it on? I forgot what it was on now. Oh, Summer Indigo Top. Okay. Right. So you want to make sure that you have your Summer Indigo Top added on. So you have it on. Okay, and then you want to go to text tools, and you want to obviously get your item that you have your mod on, and then you want to press load, and you want to find your mod. So mine is Moogle. Am I blind? Moogle. Test top 1. So then you want to make sure that these three are enabled. So shift import UVs, automatically adjust scale, and automatic heals attributes. So these, usually it's only these two are already added, so you want to make sure you add the automatically adjust scale. So then you want to save that to penumbra. You want to go back to penumbra. Oh, someone's sitting here. Okay. So then this now should be on. Yes, I think this is clipping here, but I can see the clipping here, but it's fine. We'll just pretend that that's not there. So then when you're happy with your upscale, I'm just gonna quickly fix this clipping because it'll piss me off, right? Oh, clipping on my ass. Right, so see how much. Oh yeah, hang on, let me just refresh that. Let me refresh this. And I'm gonna do mirror, and I'm gonna do pull. Oh, grab, sorry. I obviously call it pull because it's basically pulling, isn't it? But it is also grabbing. So I'm just gonna give lots of room for the butt. Right, object mode, and I'm just gonna scale. Export it again. I'm just gonna save that. Okay, so go back to your text tools, load it again. It's not giving me the option yet, so put it on there. So Google test top 1, automatically adjust. Okay. Oh, another thing, if you leave the legs, like I've left the legs again, I've left them again, it will just ignore the mesh because it's not meant to be there. But for, say if you were doing a bottoms and you left your chest, it will swap the legs for the chest, so you need to take off the chest, but for legs it will just remove the legs. So yeah, so then you want to save the penumbra. Let's see if that fixed it. A little bit. Did it a little bit. I think it just needs waiting, to be honest. I think that's not even a waiting issue. But anyway, so now that you have it in penumbra and you want to check that it needs waiting, so then you want to, because right, so you want to, for this top in particular, this is how I do it. I don't know how other people do it, but I'm gonna weight it to the waist first, and then I'm gonna weight it to the mannequin. And for the arms, I'm just weighting it to the mannequin because they don't need the weights. They don't need the waist. Wait, is this like, is that a back face? Wait. Oh. Okay. Now you weighted it. You want to export it again? The add-on for this is robust weight transfer, by the way, and also multi-sculpt is another add-on that you can get as well. I think the robust weight transfer is in one of the discords. How you get it? So yeah. Right. Okay. So you want to load this again. Test up 1. Load again. Okay. Save it. Now your top is weighted. So now that because I did it with it weighting to the waist, it's now yiggling the back of the top because it's like covering the butt. So now it's yiggling with the butt. Because sometimes if you don't weight it with the waist, it'll just be static. But now you can see that it is clipping when you run. Because I have tiramisu, and I always do it so that it has nice space for tiramisu. So I'm just going to quickly readjust that again, and then I will show you how to, when you're happy with it, I will show you how to export it into an actual mod. Okay, so that should be fine. I think that should be good for Eagle. So then you want to make sure you're going back to object mode, otherwise you're not going to be able to export it. Okay, so then we'll go to this again, load it up. Now it's giving me the recently thing open now. Okay, so then let's wait for this to wait for this to load, and then save to remember again. Oh, it didn't load, hang on. That was weird. Sorry for it again. It's taking its time. Is it loaded now? There we go. Okay, it's loading up. Right. So now, let's see. Right, so now that is perfect. It has no clipping. Apart from the arms. Wait, are they clipping the arms? Wait, are the arms clipping? Or is that my hair? Oh, that's my hair. Okay. Okay. So now that you have this done, right. So you're happy with it, you're just, you know, over the moon happy with it, whatever, you're very happy with it. So then you want to go to create mod, pack, from files, and you want to go to summer indigo. Oh, no, that's the mod pack name. Summer indigo. Or whatever material, or whatever like item that you have your mod on. You want to search the name and you want to select all visible. But in a case of where you're wanting textures or anything kept from the old mod that you have, you want to only have the model. So here, if it's a female, it'll only be the female model, but I would just suggest putting all the models on it that are in this mod, so that you're safe and it's not going to affect anything if you put them all in. So, but the main one usually is Highlander female, Midlander female, here. But in this case, I don't need any textures or anything, so I'm just going to do it via all of the mod and not just the model. So I'm going to just call this test 1 and then export it. And we're gonna install this mod, so I'm just gonna unenable that for now, and we're gonna go to enable. Oh, it's test 1. I usually call it by the name. Wait, test 1. So test 1. It's conflicting, so I'm just gonna put it to like 100 or something. 100. There we go. There's your mod. Okay. Perfecto. Easy as that. That took me like 20 minutes to do that. Yeah, so there you go. That's how you upscale. So happy upscaling, everybody.